First race trotters lined up, ready to go. They're off. In between horses, looking for the front is the 3, George's Passion. Up on the outside second, that's the 4, Beyond Belief. And away third is the 2, Muscle Hall. Beyond Belief and George's Passion looking to get this settled at the front. Beyond Belief inches ahead and will clear to the front. George's Passion will settle in second. Now looks to the outside. No settling at all. Not even a little bit of settling. George's Passion to the outside as they move past that opening quarter in 30 and 1. 30 and 1/5 for the opening quarters. We got a lot of early movement in this one. Boy, look at this. George's Passion now to the front. Muscle Hall wants it. Muscle Hall will go right on by. Now Muscle Hall will take the lead as they head into numerical order as they round the turn over towards the halfway point. Muscle Hall continues to show the way over to that half in 59 and 2. 59 2/5 for that opening half. They'll head to the backside now. Muscle Hall shows the way for Drew Monty. Right there in second is George's Passion. And Beyond the Leaf closing the gap a bit in third. As this field of 3 moves their way down the backside over towards that 3/4 mark. Muscle Hall has the front, but it's anyone's race thus far. They will get over to the 3/4 in 1:28 and 1. 1:28 and 1/5 for 3/4. As they make their way around that final turn. Muscle Hall still has the front. George's Passion ready to pounce in second as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Muscle Hall continues to lead. George's Passion looking for the passing lane. Getting closer, but not going to be enough. Coming home, this one is all Muscle Hall. Time for the mile, 1:57 and 3. Muscle Hall able to hang on there for the win in the first race. Take a look. Second race pacers are behind the gate. They're off, looking for the lead up on the outside. That's the 5, Bend the Knee. Away second is the 4, Giving Up Terror. Third, that's Kelsey's For Real. The 1, Schnickerdoodle will get away fourth. Dropping in fifth is the 6, Cliffhanger. And trailing the field, that's the 2, Jimmy Chill. Move around that opening corner. Bend the Knee shows the way. Racing second is Giving Up Terror. Kelsey's For Real is in third. That's Schnickerdoodle in fourth. They head over to that opening quarter mark in 28 and 2. 28 and 2/5 for that first quarter. They'll head by the stands for the first time. Bend the Knee and Dave Pallone have the front. Racing second, that's Giving Up Terror, followed by Kelsey's For Real in third. Schnickerdoodle is fourth. That's Cliffhanger in fifth. And at the back is Jimmy Chill. Field moves around the turn over towards the halfway point. Bend the Knee still in front as they reach the half in 58 seconds. 58 for the half, 29 and 3, second quarter. As they'll take to the backside. Bend the Knee in the lead, racing second. That's Giving Up Terror. Kelsey's For Real still in third. Fourth on the inside is Schnickerdoodle. To the outside, fifth, here comes Cliffhanger. And at the back is Jimmy Chill. And race over to that 3/4 mark. Bend the Knee still in the lead. Racing second, that's Giving Up Terror as they move by 3/4 in 1:26 and 4. 1:26 and 4 for 3/4. They race around that final turn. Bend the Knee still in the front. We're ready to make a move. Here comes Giving Up Terror looking to the outside. Cliffhanger's still there. They're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Bend the Knee digs in, but on the outside, here comes Giving Up Terror to the passing lane. Kelsey For Real through the stretch. Kelsey's For Real on the inside. Giving Up Terror on the outside to the line. Kelsey's For Real. Time for the mile, 1:56 and 3. Kelsey's For Real look to get there on the inside. We will wait for confirmation from photo finish as we'll take a look at those fractions. Trotters are behind the gate for the third. They're off on the inside, going for the lead. That's the 2, Captain Tab. On the outside, looking to challenge that is the 5, Golden Glider. And sitting in third is the 4, Benjamin Hanover. Golden Glider and Hugh O'Neill want the front, and they'll get it. That'll slide Captain Tab back to second, and Benjamin Hanover is third. As this field moves around the opening turn, over to that first quarter mark, they'll reach it in 30 and 3, 30 and 3/5 for that opening quarter. They'll head down the front stretch by the stands for the first time. Golden Glider shows the way. Racing second is Captain Tab. And in third, that's Benjamin Hanover. As they race into the turn towards that halfway point, Golden Glider is your leader. Racing second is Captain Tab. So they'll move by that halfway point in 1:01. 1:01 for the half. They hit the backside. Golden Glider has the lead. Captain Tab fades just a bit in second. Now to the outside third. Here comes Benjamin Hanover. Those two will go side by side for second. Benjamin Hanover with a big rush will take that position away and challenge for the lead. Golden Glider now with the challenge as these two move side by side over to the 3/4 mark. 1:30 and 2/5. 1:30, 2/5 for 3/4 as they are battling for the lead. Up on the outside, Benjamin Hanover looking to get clear as they move around that final turn, and they're into the stretch. Benjamin Hanover now clears to the front. Golden Glider now second. Captain Tab will finish third as they move through the lane. This one is all Benjamin Hanover. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 2. Benjamin Hanover gets the trip. Two-year-old filly pacers are on gate for the fourth. They're off. Firing out for the lead is the 3, Catalina Kate. Up on the outside in second is the 4, Sweet Illusion. Now pushing ahead into second. On the inside is the 1, Laminita Hanover. And at the back is the 2, Affable Hanover. Field of 4 pacers move around that opening turn towards that first quarter mark, led by the 3, Catalina Kate. Laminita Hanover is there in second. It's Sweet Illusion in third, and Affable Hanover in fourth. They reach the opening quarter in 31 and 3/5. 31 and 3/5 for that first quarter. They'll head down the stretch for the first time. Catalina Kate shows the way. Racing second is Laminita Hanover. A couple lengths back to Sweet Illusion in third, and Affable Hanover is fourth. They'll race around the turn towards that halfway point. Catalina Kate and Mike Wilder are on the engine. Racing second is Laminita Hanover. They're by the half in 1:01 and 3. 1:01, 3/5 for the half. 1/5. 1:01 and 1/5 for the half. They head down the backside. Catalina Kate has the front, but getting closer, closing in. That's Laminita Hanover now to the outside. Laminita Hanover with a full head of steam will clear to the front. Catalina Kate now back to second. Sweet Illusion is third, and Affable Hanover is fourth. They head to that 3/4 mark in 1:30 and 2. 1:30, 2/5 for 3/4. Laminita Hanover looking to pad that lead. Now up into second is the 4, Sweet Illusion. Side by side for third between Affable Hanover and Catalina Kate as they are in the stretch. Laminita Hanover still with the lead, but closing in. Here comes Sweet Illusion on the outside. Through the lane, Laminita Hanover is going to hang on to this one in 1:59 and 4. $1:59 and 4 there for Laminita Hanover, who just hangs on in the stretch. 2-year-old fifth race trotters are behind the gate. They're off up on the outside, looking for the lead. That's the 7, Splinter. Between horses, second is the 3, Creatine Power. Up on the outside, third is the 6, Mr. Possibility. To the inside, fourth is the 1, Shoot for the Stars. Away fifth, that's the 2, Take a Stance. And trailing the field is the 5, Lone Wolf Freebird. Field of 6, straighten out and move around that first corner. Led by Splinter. In second, that's Creatine Power, as they head towards that opening quarter mark in 31 1. 31 1/5 for the opening quarter, as they'll head down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Splinter shows the way. Racing second is Creatine Power. In third, that's Shoot for the Stars. Fourth is Mr. Possibility. Take a Stance is fifth, and Lone Wolf Freebird is sixth. They move around the corner towards that halfway point. Splinter has the lead as they head over to the half in 102 3. 102 3/5 for the half, as they'll take to the backside. Splinter in front, racing second is Creatine Power. Third is Shoot for the Stars. In fourth is Mr. Possibility. Up on the outside, fifth, here comes Take a Stance, and Lone Wolf Freebird is sixth. So we got a change of plans up front. Creatine Power has taken the lead. Now looking for second, here comes Shoot for the Stars. They're by 3/4 in 132 2. 132 2/5 for 3/4. Off stride, getting rough there. 1 Shoot for the Stars. But up front, Creatine Power has drawn away. Splinter still in second. Mr. Possibility is third. To the outside, fourth. Here comes Lone Wolf Freebird. They are into the stretch. Creatine Power opening up with every stride. Battles on for second between Splinter. Up on the outside, here comes Lone Wolf Freebird. But this one is all Creatine Power. Time for the mile, 2:01 4. Creatine Power drawn away. Gets the win in this one. And here are the fractions, 31 1 for the first quarter. Reached the half in 102 3. They're off between horses, looking for the lead. That's the 4, Fredericktown Lad. Way second on the inside is the 2, Lucky Charmer. Up on the outside, third is the 5, Ulysses. 25 gets away fourth. On the outside, fifth is Cheyenne Tough. And trailing the field is the 7, Down by the Dance Club. They'll get it all figured out here. Race around that opening turn. Fredericktown Lad and Ronnie Wren are in front. Racing second is Lucky Charmer. Move past the opening quarter in 30 1/5. 30 1 for that first quarter. They'll head by the stands for the first time. Fredericktown Lad is in the lead. Racing second is Lucky Charmer. In third is Ulysses, followed by 25 in fourth. Cheyenne Tough is fifth. Racing sixth is Down by the Dance Club. Pacers race around the turn over towards that halfway point. Fredericktown Lad is your leader. They're by the half in 101. 101 for the half, 29 4 second quarter. They're on the backside now. Fredericktown Lad shows the way. Lucky Charmer is second. Third on the inside is Ulysses. Up on the outside, fourth. Here comes 25. Cheyenne Tough takes the cover in fifth, as does Down by the Dance Club. This field's going to double up on their way over to the 3/4. Fredericktown Lad now facing a challenge from 25. They hit 3/4 in 130 3. 130 3/5 for 3/4, as they are battling. On the inside, Fredericktown Lad trying to fend off the challenge from 25. 3 wide for the drive. Here it comes Down by the Dance Club. They're into the stretch. Fredericktown Lad has the lead. 25 trying to get there. Fast closing Down by the Dance Club on the outside. Down by the Dance Club. In 1:58 3. down by the dance club with a big last quarter. Able to ride the wave all the way to the winner's circle. Take a look at those fractions. Two-year-old filly trotters on gate for the 7. They're off, looking for the lead. On the outside, that's the 4. It's a Girl Thing. To the inside second is the 2, Lexi B. On the outside third is the 5, Count the Roses. Insider Trading will drop in 4th, and She's a Story will settle for 5th as they straighten out and move around the opening turn. Chris Page has It's a Girl Thing on the front. Racing second is Lexi B. Count the Roses is third, followed by Insider Trading in 4th, and She's a Story at the back. They hit the opening quarter in 31 seconds. 31 seconds for that first quarter. They'll head by the stands for the first time. It's a Girl Thing is in front. Racing second, that's Lexi B. Third is Count the Roses. Small gap back to Insider Trading in 4th, and She's a Story is 5th. Race around the turn towards that halfway point. It's a Girl Thing continues to lead. They hit the half in 1:02. Matching 31-second quarters to open this one up. They will head down the backstretch. It's a Girl Thing still has the lead. Lexi B still in second. Count the Roses in third. Insider Trading is 4th. She's a Story in 5th. No movement yet in this one. As they make their way down that backside over towards the 3-quarter mark. It's a Girl Thing still in command. They'll go by 3 quarters in 1:31 and 4. 1:31 4/5. 29 and 4. Third quarter. They race around that final turn. It's a Girl Thing still has the lead. We got a battle for second up on the outside. Here comes Insider Trading. Draws even with Lexi B as they're into the stretch. Lexi B heads for the passing lane. Insider Trading continuing to make up ground on the outside. Off stride goes It's a Girl Thing. It's a Girl Thing makes the break, and Insider Trading gets the win. Time for the mile, 2:01 2/5. Insider Trading and Anthony McDonald on the outside will get the job done. Take a look at those fractions. 31 seconds for the first quarter. Two-year-old Philly Pacers are behind the gate for the 8th. They're off up on the outside, looking for the lead. That's the 5, Sarah Said. Way second on the inside is the 1, Chat with Chewy. Off stride goes the 2, French Panda. French Panda has made a break. Dropping in third, that's the 4, Ahab's Wildflower. Way fourth is Empty Nest, and French Panda back pacing at the rear. Race around that first corner over towards the opening quarter mark. They're in 29 and 2, 29 2/5 for the opening quarter. They'll head past the stands for the first time, led by number 5, Sarah Said. Chat with Chewy is second. Ahab's Wildflower is in third, followed by Empty Nest in 4th, and French Panda at the back. They race into the turn. Over towards that halfway point, Sarah Said at the helm. Racing second is Chat with Chewy. Ahab's Wildflower is third as they're by the half in 1 minute 1/5. 1 minute 1/5 for the half as they'll take to the backside. Sarah Said continues to have the front. Chat with Chewy right there in second. There's Ahab's Wildflower in third. Empty Nest is 4th. And French Panda is 5th. They race down the backside over towards the 3-quarter mark. Sarah Said no challenges yet. They're by 3 quarters in 1:28 and 2. 1:28 2/5. Step it up to a 28 and 1 third quarter. And Sarah Said is stepping away. Chat with Chewy trying to keep up in second. Ahab's Wildflower fading a bit in third as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Sarah Said has the lead, but here comes Chat with Chili. Chat with Chili inching closer. But through the lane, this one is all Sarah Said. Time for the mile, 1:57.1. Sarah Said and Wilbur Yoder. We'll go wire to wire there for trainer Gary Martin. We take a look at those fractions. Two-year-old filly trotter is ready to roll for race 9. Off stride behind the gate, the 3 family photo. They're off. On the inside, looking for the front, that's the 1, Ann's Frank. Up on the outside, second is the 5, Hubba Bubba. Getting away third on the inside is Bartown. Up on the outside, fourth is Crystal Lady. Fifth, that's the 2, Big Dreams Count. And trailing the field is the 3 family photo. Hubba Bubba goes to the lead for Anthony McDonald. Racing second is Ann's Frank. Bartown is third as they race around that turn. Towards the first quarter mark, they're in 32-1. 32, 1/5 for that opening quarter. They'll head down the front stretch past the stands for the first time. Hubba Bubba has the lead. Racing second is Ann's Frank. Bartown follows in third. Crystal Lady is fourth. Big Dreams Count is fifth. And family photo trails as they head into the turn. Towards that halfway point, Hubba Bubba on the engine. They reach the half in 1:03 3. 1:03 3/5. They'll head down the backside now. Hubba Bubba has the lead. Ann's Frank is second, racing third. That's Bartown, followed by Crystal Lady in fourth. Big Dreams Count is fifth. And family photo can see them all. No movement yet in this one. Hubba Bubba has had it all her way. They'll race to that 3-quarter mark. They're there in 1:33 3. 1:33 3/5. 30 seconds for that backside. They move around the final turn. Hubba Bubba in front. Racing second is Ann's Frank. Now looking to the outside. Bartown ready to go too as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Hubba Bubba still in front. Ann's Frank looking to make up ground. A lot of trot late on the inside from Crystal Lady. Through the lane, Hubba Bubba trying to hang on. Here comes Bartown to the line. It's Hubba Bubba. Time for the mile, 2:04 2/5. Fancy Man, Cantab Hall colt, trained by Bill Zent, driven by Brian Zent. The 3 is Vapor Max, a What the Hill colt, trained by Andre Nered, driven by Mike Wilder. The 4, De La Grande, is scratched. Number 5 is Marching Fourth. Southwind Frank colt, trained by Ron Burke. Driver is Ronnie Wren. The 6 is Sup, What the Hill colt, trained and driven by Matt Burkholder. And number 7 is Count CC, a full court colt, trained by Miles Wolam. The driver is Wilbur Yoder. Off stride behind the gate goes the 3, Vapor Max. They're off. Fast start on the inside for the 1, Toby's Gavel. Up on the outside second, that's the 6, Sup. To the inside third is the 2, Your Fancy Man. Away fourth is the 5, Marching Fourth. Dropping in fifth, that's the 7, Count Cece. And Vapor Max back trotting at the back. They'll race around that opening turn. Toby's Gavel and Dave Pallone have the lead. Racing second is Sup. Marching fourth is third. They'll go over to that first quarter in 32 seconds. 32 seconds for the opening quarter. They'll head down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Toby's Gavel is in front. Racing second is Sup. Third is Marching fourth, followed by Your Fancy Man in fourth. Fifth is Count Cece. And trailing the field is Vapor Max. Field of 6 heads into the turn over towards that halfway point. Toby's Gavel had it all his way thus far. They reached the half in 1:03 and 2. 1:03 2/5 for the half. 31 and 2 second quarter. They'll take to the backside. Toby's Gavel gaps out a bit over Sup in second. Third is Marching fourth, now moving to the outside. In fourth is Your Fancy Man. To the outside fifth, here comes Count Cece. Vapor Max right there in sixth. This business starts to pick up as they head over towards that three-quarter mark. They're there in 1:33 and 3. 1:33 3/5 for three quarters. 30 and 1 backside. They move around that final turn. Toby's Gavel led it every step of the way. Now into second. Here comes Marching fourth. Is there at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Toby's Gavel trying to sprint off, but here comes Marching fourth. Marching fourth to the inside. Goes right on by. Coming home. It's all Marching fourth. Time for the mile. 2:04 4/5. Marching fourth will march home a winner here in today's 10th race. Take a look at those fractions. 32 seconds for the first quarter. Reached the half in 1:03 and 2. Three quarters in 1:33 and 3. And the time for the mile, 2:04 4/5. 5 is Seaside Games. Down by the Seaside Colt, trained by Ron Burke, driven by Dan Charlino. The 6 is Sidebar. Down by the Seaside Colt, trained by Ron Burke and driven by Ron Burke. Rounding out the field is the 7 Proud Mickey. Colt by Always Be Mickey, trained and driven by Norm Parker. Field of 7 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers lining up for today's 11th and final qualifying event. Eleventh race Pacers are on gate. They're off. Looking for the front. That's the 3 Bet and Shout up on the outside now. With some pace. That's the 5 Seaside Games. Here comes Sidebar looking to challenge. Fourth on the outside is the 4-5. To the inside fifth is the 1 Banyan House. Proud Mickey up on the outside in 6, and trailing the field is Fast Dancin'. They race around that first corner. Sidebar and Ron Burke take the lead off stride. At the back goes the 7 Proud Mickey. Proud Mickey has made a break. And Sidebar takes him by the opening quarter in 32 seconds. 32 seconds for that first quarter. They'll pass the stands for the first time. Sidebar has the lead. Racing second is Seaside Games. Third is Bet and Shout. That's Banyan House in fourth, followed by 5 in fifth. Fast Dancin' is sixth. And back pacing at the back is Proud Mickey. The race over towards that halfway point. Sidebar Takes them by in 101 and 4. 101 4 fifths. 29 and 4 second quarter. They head to the backside, and Sidebar is going to go to work. Try and gap out just a bit over Seaside Games in second. Bet and Shout still in third. That's Banyan House in fourth. 5 is fifth. Fast Dancing is sixth, and Proud Mickey trails. They race over towards that three-quarter mark. Sidebar shows the way. Move by three quarters in 130 and 4. 130 4 fifths. 29 second backside. They race around that final turn. Sidebar still has the lead, but here comes Banyan House up on the outside, now into second. They're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Sidebar tries to hold off the field, but on the outside, Banyan House has some more. Banyan House drifting out a bit. Sidebar trying to stick with them, but coming home, it's all Banyan House. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Banyan House and Ronnie Wren get up at the line to beat the boss and take the win here in the final qualifier this afternoon. As we take a look at those fractions, 32 seconds for the opening quarter. Reached the half in 101 and 4. Three quarters in 130 4 fifths. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.